All right, all right, all right, all right. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Y'all know what time it is? Woo! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Simplified, Do or Die, Terry Mr. Excitement out of the Bronx, New York, in the building, a.k.a. the barracks. Anyway, guys, tonight, for some of you guys that are watching, this is our first. This is actually our first, veterans, real veterans, Veterans Day, pre-Veterans Day hangout, and we just we're going to be talking about everybody on the panel here has been prior service in some way, shape, or form or the other, and they're going to be telling this, a little bit about them, their stories, what's been happening with them since out of the branch service that they've served, and really what's really happening now, and the big opportunity that we have for veterans. Oh, wait a minute! I think that's me. I think I got myself playing in the background. Hold on. There we go. Gotta mute that. Gotta mute that. So and the opportunity that. Okay, who got?
Somebody's got two windows open.
Yeah, somebody got it on, and I believe it's me. So as soon as I find it, I'll be able to cut it off. And really, what's really happening now? Okay, I see it. Oh boy, getting like double, double and 3 times. That's like push-ups.
Mr. Excitement.
Excited all over the place, but really, there's a huge opportunity for anybody that that is still in the service, and people that are out of the service right now. I'll have one of the in-house UOP specialists on this topic come on out and say some stuff on that. And matter of fact. Oh, look at that, boy! We got all branches on here today. But guys, at any time, you're gonna see a whole bunch of conversations going on inside of the chat box, below, because we're really excited. There's one thing to have served your country, and I got into the military real quick out of high school. Now I'm different than some other people. Some people got into the military because they wanted that GI Bill or whatever like that and all that other kind of stuff. No, I wanted to get away from home. The pressure at home was just too much for Mr. Excitement. It was just too much. And I said, out of all the branches, I said, I'll go to the Marines. But I kind of like that outfit with the stripe and the blue and the red and all that, and the white gloves, and then I figured I'll be able to get a chance to twirl that sword around. I never got a chance to do that though, but I never got a chance to do that. But my time in the service, I was stationed in on the island of Oahu, in Hawaii. Great tour. I did my 4 years, came out, and I have to say, I got nothing bad to say about my time in the service. I had a great time. A lot of people were looking at me like, "You was in the military?" And I have to say yes. I'm not just. It's like one of those hair club for men. So that's when I'd had hair and I looked a little bit smaller and stuff like that. Now, as you can tell, all the discipline has went out my body. Don't shave, none of that. But anyway. But I'm going to bring out Bruce here, and he's going to let start it off tonight, letting people know really what's going on with some veteran affairs, and then we'll go into the panel and show how DS Domination, Unit of Prosperity, is really changing the veterans that are inside the company's lives. And when you may have a veteran looking at us tonight, say, "Hey, I've been hearing about this. What's going on? How really can this benefit me? As a veteran, still active, or even not, non-active, out there in the real world. And the real world when you get out is sometimes not as good as when you first went in and stuff that was promised to you on the way out. But we're here to change all that. We're here to make some dramatic changes in people's lives tonight. And even if you're not a veteran and you're watching this, you know, you're going to get on board too. because we got veterans, non-veterans. It's just going to be a party in here tonight. So with that said, I want to turn it over to my man, fellow serviceman, Bruce. Come on out, let them know what's going on in the world of veteran affairs. Educate them a little bit, and then we're going to have some fun with this tonight.
What's up, Kerry?
What up, what up, what up?
Army Strong coming back at you, brother, right? Airborne all the way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I actually was on Fort Seals. I trained at Fort Seals, Oklahoma, and that's where we was doing the my training on the big howitzer cannons. That's what I was. Field artillery. So take it away, buddy.
All right, sounds good. Well, I spent 6 years on active duty in the 80s and 82 to 88. Enjoyed it. I knew when I was growing up that I didn't really know what I was going to do or what I wanted to do, but I knew what I didn't want to do, and that was milk cows all my life. I grew up on a dairy farm, and I grew up in a really tiny, small town and was looking to conquer the world, so the Army looked like a good option. And excuse me. And did my 6 years and got out and bounced around job a little while and then went to kind of corporate America. Spent about 25 years in sales management in corporate America, and it was it was a good experience. And throughout that entire period of time, I currently still serve our veteran community. I'm very active. I do escorts for military funerals. I did one this morning. I work with veterans with VA claims and appeals. I do the actual paperwork and follow through the system and those types of things. And somebody I'll just open this up. Anybody's got that kind of issue, you can find me on Facebook. Send me a message and I'll see what I can do to help you, and that is free of charge. You've already served and done your time, so I'm at your service if I can help you. There's a bunch of different things that that face our veterans, especially combat vets, when a lot of times they come home and one of the things that I've been able to do is help several veterans through DS domination and the UOP. Simply because, especially combat vets, a lot of times are dealing with some issues in some cases, PTSD being one of them, and they're, a lot of them are not able to actually, work on a daily basis like in a 9-to-5 or an office setting or whatever the case. And so what we have at our fingertips and what several of our vets on this panel will talk with you about is the opportunities that you have right at your fingertips tonight. And you can actually work right from home. You don't have to, punch somebody else's clock. Those types of things you can, actually just you don't have to really interact with people if you don't want to. You can simply work in the business online business market, and you're in prime time right now. It's Christmas time, and so. Anyway, before we get too far into that, again, if I can, help you with anything that's, veteran service related, please give me a call. And for serving, I salute each one of you. Thank you.
So guys, tonight we're it's free for all night, guys. We're not gonna do left, right, stop bouncing. We're not gonna do that tonight. Okay? Woo. I had a feedback just now. Did y'all see that? I was getting ready to do some push-ups, but
I still do my daily 7. I still do it.
Yes. But anybody else want to just come on out, chime in, let the world know. What's been happening since your service in the military, what it was like, and what's happening now with you in this great unit of prosperity, DS domination world that's serving our veterans so well for the ones that's come on board. And I tell you guys, if you know any veterans, please get them on this Hangout. Get them, send them the link. So, let them know, hey, you're a veteran. I know you used to be in. You're active. You're not active. Hey, you got to watch these guys. You got to find out what's going on here. for for everybody. So anybody else want to step one out there? I think Dejan, I think he's so freshly out, he didn't even grow back. He didn't even grow back the facial hair yet. I don't even know how it works now. If you can even grow back the facial hair, how long before you can grow your facial hair back when you come out? So Mr. Paris, and I love his name, Paris, because I went to Paris Island. Because that's where boot camp was for me. That's where I stand on the yellow footprints. But come on out.
Me too.
What's going on, everybody? Fellow veterans. First and foremost, I just want to say, thank you guys for your service. Past, present, future. Everybody out there, watching us tonight. My fellow panel members, just thank you for your service. And I also want to give a special shout out to my fellow Devil Dogs. Happy birthday, Marines.
Right.
Okay. I mean, well.
Yeah.
For those who don't know me, I'm Dejan Paris. I've just like Carrie said, I just recently got out. I'm still technically affiliated with the Marine Implemental Reserves. I joined the Marine Corps back in 2008, roughly about 6 years ago. Right out of high school, like Carrie said, I just needed to, get away. I didn't really have a plan. I joined when I was in 11th grade, so, it was the smartest thing for me at the time. So, it just all made sense, and I wanted to join the best, as they say. So I was, the Marines just made the most sense to me. Joined. I can fast forward to about 2012. Everything's going good, getting that monthly, getting that pay, 1st and 15th, everything good, no worries, So I ended up meeting my wife at the time. I think we were dating about 3 months in, and then I asked her to marry me, and then a week later I went off to Afghanistan. So I was out there for roughly about 6-7 months with David Cook. He was our commanding officer for our platoon. He's on the panel with us tonight. Did an awesome job out there. Kept us safe. Kept everybody safe. We all came back. All came back safe under his leadership. Came back and I had everything. I had everything planned out. At the time, my contract was going to be had to re-enlist my contract. So I had 3 different scenarios lined up for me when I got back from Afghanistan. So as far as finances, I figured I was straight. I figured I was set. So I was looking at cars. I was like, I'm gonna get a Mustang. Wife, she gonna get a BMW. Everything was planned out. And when I got back, all 3 of my plans went down. I didn't have anything else lined up, nothing, no residual income coming in, nothing that was independent, to me actually having to physically, work for the money. So for about 6 months, it was pretty rough. I had to, get a, regular civilian job. I got a job. One of my friends was working at a local cable company down here. Was working there, it was real hard for, getting the end, trying to make ends meet and everything. And it's definitely different from coming to a set income, 1st, 15th, to going into something that you have to actually, put in hours and work, 40-hour weeks and 80-hour weeks and everything like that. So it was definitely rough for me and my wife until I found DS Domination and the Unit of Prosperity. And that was, I want to say back in October, I believe. My mom, she's in DS Domination as well. She invited me to this very Google Hangout that everybody's on right now. She invited me here. I came. I was doing a little bit of selling on eBay before, and I was doing it completely wrong. I seen the video, 10-minute video, and I was like, oh yeah, I can do that. That's easy. I can do that. I can copy and paste and put it on eBay. Without going through any training, without paying my little $20, I was like, I can keep my $20. I can do this by myself. Nope. As soon as I went to copy and paste it into eBay, I was like, what next? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna come down. It's only $20. So I went and clicked that link below that you see in front of you that you can do right now. Go ahead and click it. Click the link, got the training, and man, everything took off from there. Fast forward to right now, this day, eBay is bringing in money on autopilot. I kind of moved on to our other product over on Amazon.com, selling on Amazon, and income disclaimer. Income disclaimer. I'm just getting so excited. Talking about money now, I'm getting excited. Dude. As of right now, selling on Amazon, we're bringing in, I want to say we're bringing in $1,200 profit every week. On eBay, we're looking at probably about $500 profit every week. And we also have an affiliate side of the business, which I haven't really been, harping on too much, but that's still bringing in $250 residual every month, and that's all without me and you tonight. After you click the link below, that's all without having to physically work. Physically having to clock in, work your 8-hour shift, come home all tired and sad, depressed, and then still be broke. You can have something on the side that's gonna bring you that extra money every month, residual, and you ain't got to clock in for it. You just type on the computer. You had to type in this. You're on Facebook all day. You had to click this link. You just click, copy, paste, money in the bank, go out shopping, do it again, shop again. Black Friday coming up. Perfect time for you to go ahead and get this extra money. We here. This opportunity is here for you. You're here for a reason, so let's go ahead and do this.
Yo, awesome, D. So you know what, D? I heard you say you didn't do too much on the recruiting side, but I'm gonna let you introduce your next buddy, your next partner in crime, because you did do a little something enough on the recruiting side. So let us know about your buddy that's about to come on out here, that you was able to also enlist, because first off, you enlisted the whole family. Now, I haven't seen anything where the whole family is all enlisted, in a home business. So go on there. Introduce your partner right there.
Most definitely. Next, we're going to have David Cook up. Like I said, I served with him back in Afghanistan. Awesome leader. If you're here, if you were introduced, you're here right now because of him. Awesome leader. Great Marine, awesome. I mean, I'm ecstatic, and I'm excited that he, seen the value. I mean, I was posting little images up on Facebook saying I sold this and sold that. He shot me a message like, what are you selling on eBay? What were you doing? What are you doing? I was like, I'm check this video out, sir. And then he's been killing it ever since. So, without further ado, Mr. David Cook.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Yeah, I've been with DSD about a year now, and Dejan was the one that introduced me first to you, Dejan, for that. But I'm currently an active duty Marine. I've been in the Marine Corps about 5 years. I went to college, had no idea I was going to join the military, and then all of a sudden I realized I didn't want to work at a desk. I realized I didn't want to do paperwork. I didn't want to do all that, which, being an officer, I ended up doing quite a bit of paperwork. But when I joined the military, I wanted the challenge of being in the Marine Corps, and eventually, I got out of TBS, our officer training school, and they told me I was going to Afghanistan. I was a little boot Louie, had nothing, no experience, but Dejan was one of my Marines, and he can probably tell you I was so nervous the first time I talked in front of a group of Marines, and then told them that we were about to go on a convoy or whatever. But yeah, they got me through the deployment, you know, and by the time we got out of there, I was doing okay. But it was just such a great experience. But once we got back, when I was over there, I said, this is the only thing I'm going to do the rest of my life. I love leading Marines. I love, you know, being in a combat environment. And then I got back, and it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same for me because, you know, I was working at a desk all day. So that was one of the things I didn't want to do anyway. So once I got back and I started thinking, okay, if I don't do this, what am I going to do after the military? And it just happened that, you know, after looking for a few months, I saw what Dejan was doing. Like I said, I was going to like TJ Maxx and buying like clothes real cheap and then selling on eBay for like $2 or $3 profit. And I was like, okay, so what are you doing, Dejan? How are you making all this money? And he's like, well, I'm doing it without inventory. You know, I'm just showing me the video. And like 2 days later, I joined, and the rest has been history. I have pretty similar income stats to Dejan. If I got out of the military right now, I could probably do this full time with no problem. And with that being said, I mean, my schedule is not necessarily at a point right now where I have a lot of time just to dedicate, you know, 8 hours a day to this. Hours a day on the weekends, maybe, you know, do an hour or two throughout the entire day, and it's bringing in. I could, you know, leave as a captain in the Marine Corps and probably be okay, and if I dedicate to it like I'd really like to full time. So DSD has been just an absolute blessing for me, and I've loved every second of it. So what questions do you have for me, Mr. Excitement?
Well, you know what? I was hoping, you know, that little dead air silence, because I guess, I don't know, the rest of the people on the panel must be eating chow right now, so they're supposed to chime on in.
I'll jump out. I was just waiting my turn, you know.
Look
at them. Oh, we all want to stick talk right now. We just all want to stick and talk all at once.
Nobody wants to talk over anybody, so
we want the Marines to speak first. Go ahead and speak first.
Yeah.
Let the Navy close it out.
Close it out from the front.
Yeah, because we dominating.
All right, go on, Brian. Let him know.
Okay. Well, you know, there's no point, I guess, in letting all the Marines go first and get all the glory. No, I joined the Navy. I was one of those sea squids that like to float around in the ocean. I joined under different pretenses than everyone else that you've heard from so far. I actually joined at 9/11 when that happened. I wasn't doing anything in my life that was really positive or anything like that. I had dropped out of college and I had a crappy job, and 9/11 happened, and I was inspired to join. I wanted to do something. I wasn't in the mood to get shot at, so I didn't join the Marines. So I decided to join the Navy and float around in safety, and I became a Tomahawk missile technician. So I was shooting Tomahawks during the war, and I had a good time. It was a good experience. 2 deployments overseas to the Arabian Gulf and the Mediterranean. I made a lot of friends, had a lot of really good connections, and a lot of stories. I did 10 years in the Navy, 5 years on a ship, the USS Mitcher guided missile destroyer, and then I did 5 years teaching at a training command, all the new kids coming in who needed to learn how to operate my weapon system, so I taught them that. The military has done a lot for me. My GI Bill put me through college 3 times over. I have 3 bachelor's degrees, and it was a really good stepping stone. I was in an advanced technology job in the Navy, so it provided me a good stepping stone to get good employment when I came out of the military. I actually had several companies fighting over me to hire me, so I had a choice, which was really nice. And you know, now I've been working around the network marketing industry for 15 years, even before I joined the Navy, and just failing here and there and trying to find a business that works. And finally, I stumbled across DS Domination in February. And it's funny because my sponsor who showed this to me tried showing it to me 4 months before I actually joined. I didn't take her seriously. Wow, anyway, I didn't take her too seriously. I had other things going on, and I was just really busy. And when I finally took a look at DS Domination and I understood how simple the whole thing is, I mean, you're copying and pasting on the internet. How much more easy can it get, right? And you know, $20 entrance fee was doable. You know, I have a good job, and it wasn't a big deal to give it a try and see what happens. So, you know, in my first month, spent $20. I made $500. You know, your results will vary, but it's possible. You know, I got excited about that. So in my second month, I started doing the affiliate side that we talked about, and just sharing my success on Facebook with people and my friends and my followers. I ended up recruiting 37 people in my first month, and it's just been completely on autopilot ever since then. I mean, just people coming in, getting started, seeing how easy it is and making money. And it's really cool that I can boast that 95% of the people on my team are making money. You know, in my experience in this industry and failing for 15 years, you know, you go to these events or these weekly meetings and you're hanging out with a whole bunch of really excited broke people. You know, nobody's actually making any money, and they're trying to have that posture that they're doing well and that they're serious and this thing's going to work someday. You know, and the cool thing about DS Domination is someday is right now. I made money within 24 hours of joining DS Domination, and I have never been able to claim that in any other business I've been a part of, and that was really exciting for me. So now, you know, income claims, you know, again, your results vary, but, you know, I'm bringing in enough money right now where I could probably walk away from my job and do this full time, and I've only been doing this since February, so 8 or 9 months, and I'm fully vested into DSD. I have all the programs. I'm making money on eBay. I'm making money on Amazon. I'm doing the affiliate program. You know, this thing can be done by anyone. If you own a computer and you know how to copy and paste, it's for you. It's easy, you know, and it pays. People are actually making money. Just about anyone in our company in DS Domination, if they put a listing on eBay, they are going to make money. You know, and that's a pretty bold claim, because, you know, in other companies you'll put in work for a year, 2 years, 6 months, whatever, and it might be a really long time before you make any kind of that money back. And here, you know, I made my investment back in 24 hours. So it's worth it to try. Kick $20 in the bucket, skip a couple of Starbucks lattes or some McDonald's Happy Meals, and, you know, put your money to work. Take your spare time, an hour a day, half an hour a day, whatever you have, and turn it into a way to make money. And you know what everybody's talking about too, it's Christmas time. Now is the best time to do this anyway, because you can get in and you can immediately start making sales because people are shopping for Christmas presents for their kids. You know, I do all of my shopping on Cyber Monday, so I can't wait. You know, I'm going to be on the other side of the cash register this year. I'm going to be collecting payments, and then I'm going to be taking that profit and I'm going to be buying my kids their Christmas presents. So it's win-win for everybody. I love this company.
Oh.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's why he, you know, that's why he's in the, you know, he went to the Navy, because right now I can't shed a tear. You know, I can't shed no tears. You know, Marines don't cry. We just multiply. Okay.
Just multiply.
So good inside. That was so warm. Thank you for that, Brian.
Yeah, but Brian
was really brilliant, guys. I mean,
nah, but for real, like, yeah, real talk.
Did you hear how many degrees homeboy has? I'm like, come on now. All right. You know, but serving during 9/11, you know, I mean, I couldn't thank you more for your service during that time. You know, Brian, for what you did. So definitely, that was a very big thank you goes out for, you know, just deciding to go in. A lot, you know, guys, a lot of times people run the opposite way. You know, like during that time, you know, it was, tragic. You know, Brian decided to run, towards, a way to help people. Same thing in the home business industry. I was watching Shark Tank the other night, and they was talking about, Michelle Obama was talking about what's happening with veterans and entrepreneurship, and this is what it is, guys. DS Domination is giving you such a ground floor opportunity to become an entrepreneur and do some extraordinary things. But I'm really tired of hearing the guys with the deep voices. So we're going to bring it on over to the ladies of the house, okay? The women that serve, okay? And we're going to kick it off there with my female double dog. Come on out there, Mrs. Shahan, okay? Actress extraordinaire. You've probably seen her, Cleopatra, one of those films out there. Let's make it happen. Let them know what's been going on with you.
Oh my gosh. Hi guys. I haven't been on a Hangout in a while. It feels great to be back. Thank you for your service, all my fellow veterans out there. And like Carrie said, especially you, Brian, at that time, shoot, 2001, my son was just one, and oh man, there's a lot of stuff going on then too. But yeah, my reason for joining the Marine Corps is different. Everybody has their own story to tell. Me personally, I was just getting separated from my ex-husband, and I was like, oh, I don't want to go back home and stay with my parents or anything like that. And I had my bachelor's already, but I didn't have too much experience because I got married right out of college. So I was like, couldn't really find a decent paying job. So I'm like, okay, what can I do where I can have a roof over my head, feed myself, feed my son, and do what I need to do. And I'm like, you know what, I'm going to look into the military. So I went to all the recruiters. I said, I'm going to be an equal opportunity person. I'm going to go to everybody. So talked to the Navy recruiter, and I was like, I really don't want to live on a boat, so I don't want to do that. Then I went to the Air Force, and for me, the recruiter that I spoke to, he just made it seem like the Air Force was so much better than the other services. And at the time, I was just like, don't they all supposed to work together? I said, I don't know if I really like the attitude here. So then I said, you know what, I'm going to do the Army. And I went to the Army and everything and talked to the guys there, and I got a recruiter. But my recruiter, unfortunately, he wasn't a very good soldier. Uniform wasn't looking good. He was always late when he had to do something for me or pick me up or whatever. And one day I was standing outside the recruiting building, and he was late. And I was waiting on him, and the Marine Corps recruiter walks up, and he goes, you waiting on your recruiter again? And I go, yeah. And he's like, come with me. So I go, okay. So I went with him, and he sat me down. He talked about everything, and he goes, you have a degree. You can go be an officer, or you can be enlisted. He goes, but Marines will respect you more if you go enlisted first and then become an officer. They call it a Mustang. And I'll go, okay, I'll do that. So 2 weeks later, I'm on the bus at night, and it's only me and two other females. They dropped me in the middle. Somehow they dropped me into the middle of the cycle. They dropped me into a platoon, and then I got dropped into my platoon. But that's another story. Anyway, so everything worked out, and this was 2004. I did 4 years active, 4 reserve. I got on the 08 just when Dejan was coming in, and I've totally finished though all my time. I'm totally out of my end of service was actually in 2012. So I'm all like free and clear now. But I did the typical thing, served, and I became a government contractor. Then I started doing independent contracting on my own, and I made a really good living. But I wasn't really happy. Something was missing. I wasn't fulfilled. So I started doing all types of stuff, acting and just everything, trying to fill that void. Selling cars. I mean, I did the whole nine. And next thing you know, government shuts down last year or whatever. And people stopped buying cars. I needed to make money. You know, I had a nice house that I bought and everything, and all this kind of stuff I had to maintain, and it was hard to do it. So I started looking online. What can I do to supplement my income? And I found TS Domination quite by accident. Actually, looking at somebody's Facebook, that wasn't even, it was a friend of a friend, but you know, people's feeds kind of pop up on your feed, you know, and I saw somebody kept posting about this making money on eBay, and I'm like, I've never sold anything on eBay before, and I was just like, eBay, but my brother sells on eBay. I know he makes a little money, so let me see what this is about. And I joined. It was 1995. I said, okay. I joined, made a sale 2 days after I joined DS Domination. I was like, oh, this actually works. Okay, let me buy the next level. So I actually bought the pro level, which is 1995, your basic training. Then I bought the second level like the next day or two when I made those first sales. That's 2 days later. And then I also became an affiliate because I said this works. And you can get paid to tell people that you can make money on eBay and you don't have to keep inventory or anything, because I'm the type of person, I was working 12, 13 hours a day, 6 days a week selling cars. If anybody knows about the car business, you're always at work. So I managed to still list everything on eBay, made the money. I didn't have to go to the post office. I didn't have to go to the store to buy anything. I didn't have to keep anything in my garage or my closets or wherever part of my house. Everything was good. I just did everything online, and it was a very simple, easy to follow formula. So I wanted to tell everybody about it. So I started, and I love DS Domination because there's so many ways to make money. So I started making money because I shared the program with other people. And then I don't get a cut. We don't get a cut from what they make on eBay or whatever they make on Amazon. So you keep what you make. Your money is your money. I love that part about it too. But I got money for sharing the program. I got money for my profits of my sales on eBay. A few months ago, I upgraded and I started selling on Amazon. I bought that training, and now I'm doing that. And I'm making money that way too. And then in DSD, they teach you how to make money on top of what you're making when you sell stuff. Like they teach you how to get cash back and all these other little tricks and tips that some people don't know about. But we get all of that with our training. So it totally changed my life. So now I'm able to use my GI Bill because to go back to school to embark upon something else. I'm a free spirit. I need that freedom to do what I want to do, but that doesn't necessarily mean I want to be broke. So I'm doing what I want to do, living the life I want to live, and it's all courtesy of the money that I make in DS Domination, and of course, you know, due to my service to my country, I'm able to go to school full time and still live the life that I want to live. I don't have to struggle and go back to school, you know, and now I'm an entrepreneur. I like to call myself a mompreneur, not only in my internet-based business, but now because I was able to go back to school with that freedom that DSD gave me and also the VA, you know, paying for me to go to school, I'm also building my business as an esthetician. I'm going to have my own business too. That's what I'm in school for. So I'm ecstatic. Life is really, really good. I'm so happy that I saw that Facebook post. I'm glad that I took a shot. I'm glad that I trusted the process. I watched the training. I implemented the training. And now, you see what this says? Like, unit of prosperity, prosperous living is my destiny. That's my destiny. And it could be yours too if you just hit that green button right there, and you could be up here on this panel speaking with all of us.
Man, Shahat, yo, listen, you have been so missed, okay? You have been so missed. You need to get your tail back on these hangouts. Oh my God.
Cool, man. Let me tell you, I just took my state boards, and I know I've been missing hangouts and stuff, but I aced my boards like. Out of 6 sections, 4 sections I got all 100s, and 2 sections I got 90s. But the good thing is I was still able to make that money even though I wasn't up here all the time, and that's something else I want to bring out. You know, these multi-level marketing companies, you always got to be grabbing people. I slowed down with sharing this opportunity with people. Did it stop my living? Nope, because I'm still making money, because people don't really quit DSD like that. They stay in. We have one of the highest retention rates in the industry. Why? Because the training, it really works. People stay in. The team that I built is still there. So I don't have to get up on here and be rah-rah. Like Brian said, we all broke, but we all excited. Like, no, it don't work like that. We're excited because we're actually making money. Okay, so that's also something I wanted to bring out. I don't have to keep trying to get people to join my team. I'm making money on Amazon and eBay. And plus, my team's staying with me. So that's the other thing I just wanted to say. I'm sorry. I'm being on more Hangouts.
Listen, I'm loving it, girl. Woo! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I've been skating. That's what it was.
I know. I love y'all.
You said she's skating.
Yeah, she was been skating. That's what she was doing. That's why she was doing Hangout.
But you know what? They're telling the truth. They're telling on me right now. But if I wasn't making the money in DSD the way I am, I probably would have been more, you know, like, but you don't gotta do all that. I love DSD. You don't even have to do all that. It's great.
Guys, let me tell you, man, that story she just told, you know, for the women that are out there, for people that, you know, that are veterans and stuff like that, and even if you're not a veteran, listen to clearly what she says. Okay, she's able to go back to school. Okay, and most people that are in school, you know, they're in school part-time and they're working a full-time job. Like Keisha Bass says, I'm not down on jobs. We're just up on opportunities, okay? So she's able to go to school full-time. She's watching everybody else around her in the classroom kind of stress because they're stressing about how they're going to pay for college, how they're going to pay for school. They're stressing about getting 100 on that test, keeping that GPA average up there before they get kicked out. Okay, while she just sitting back, she making cha-ching money, she making Amazon money, she making affiliate money. She's getting ready to open up her own business when she gets out. DS Domination, the unit of prosperity, does not stop you from living your dreams.
Yeah.
We're just the doorway for you becoming whatever you want to do. This is what's taught here in the unit of prosperity. This is the stepping stone. DS Domination is just a stepping stone, and you're gonna be hearing more about her. You're probably gonna be seeing her in some stage plays, some films. Check her out on Facebook. You see the Cleopatra thing going on. She just got it going on.
Patrick Carey.
I know, but you just kind of look like her, you know, Queen Nefertiti. I don't know which one you was acting.
I wanted to say that what you were saying about school, you know, my phone went off a couple times. We were supposed to have the ringer off a couple times. I was slipping. My phone was on it and went cha-ching. And so, you know, and I actually have some people on my team that joined because they heard the cha-ching. They go, what's that cash register sound? And I go, oh, I just made some money on eBay, you know. And next thing I know, I got other people that joined the team. And you know, they're doing well, too. Because you're right. Students in there are struggling. And a lot of people in my class, they're like, man, I got to leave early because I got to go to work, or I'm so tired because I had to work after school every day. That life, that's not the life for me. Like, I'd rather go to school full-time and not have to worry about going to work. So it's really good. I can concentrate. I don't know if I would have had the high scores that I had if I had to juggle my job and being a mom and going to school. And I commend people who do that, but that's just not me. I'd rather be able to go to school and not have to worry about anything else.
There you go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Tam, you know you coming up next, right? Because we're gonna leave the deep voice person, you know, for you know, Dante for the end. You know.
Dante.
Yes, I'll take that. How y'all doing?
Yeah, we doing great.
Bear with me. I still got this horrible cough. Oh my goodness. It's been what, a month now? I just cannot get rid of this thing, but it's all good. I just want to salute all my veterans tonight. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Y'all are amazing. This has been so fun already. It's not even been a full hour. So I know people that are watching us are loving this because this is for real right here. I love it. What about me? Wow. Well, I'm an Army vet. That's right. Hoorah. I got started in the Army when I was 17 years old. My mother actually had to be present for me to go ahead and get started in the Army. So she did. She was my support, my rock. I got started. My reason for getting started was because I was looking for a way too to pay for school. And she had a good friend that was in the Army. He was a recruiter, and he came to the house and talked to me about it. And that was it. So I got signed up. I knew that at that time I wanted to be in the medical field, and so I got started working in operating rooms, and it was amazing. I'm telling you, the experience that you get in the medical field, being on site, whether you're at war or not at war, not to tell my age or anything, but I did serve in Operation Desert Storm, and that was a phenomenal experience. So, so I salute all those who had the opportunity to go to war, because that even takes it a step higher for you. So then I met my husband in the military, and got married and came back home, and did the kid thing and all that stuff. And so one of us had to get out, and so I got out. I was still interested in working in the medical field, so I went, and that's when I became a nurse. And from there, man, I've been nursing ever since. But then I ended up getting divorced, and once I got divorced, people started joking with me because they call me the Jamaican. I always had more than one job trying to make ends meet. And so I think I did one other MLM once before, and I really didn't make really to it. I didn't make any money. I didn't have the leadership. I didn't have what it takes to learn how to make it work, and so I wasn't even really interested in that anyway, and so it just didn't work out for me. So Reggie would tell me about other different MLMs, and I'm like, no. I was like already burnt out. I'm like, no, if I do something once and it's wrong, I'm not doing it again. Mm-hmm. And so then he told me about DS Domination. He told me to come support him on a Hangout, and I did. And I'm telling you, I was blown away. I mean, I hope people really see the sincerity behind what everybody is talking about here tonight, because this is real, guys. I mean, e-commerce is real. Man, the camaraderie is real. Gosh, the leadership is real. And when you're in the military, one thing about it is you are drilled with discipline and drilled with leadership abilities and all that. So I'm telling you, if this was something that was fake going on, or wishy-washy or what have you, none of us probably on this panel would be even in DS Domination, because our mindset is different. I mean, we just don't play like that, and it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, it always stays there. I think Sean was saying something about being in MLMs before and being on Hangouts or whatever in the past. You may see people do that, or you may see people at different meetings and conventions, and they're happy and joyful even though they're not making money. It's time out for all that foolishness. I mean, people really have to know what's going to put food on the table, what's going to pay the bills, what's going to make you happy at the end of the day. And that's what we get here with DS Domination and the UOP. And so when he showed me about it, I really didn't do too much with it. I kind of just sat on it for a while. And then one night I finally said, okay, let me just try this out. Because it's not going to work if you don't try it. I mean, you can pay the $19.95 all you want to, but you're going to pay invoices, but you're not going to get any money, So I did. I went ahead and I started. That night, it was like within 6 hours or something, man, gosh, Lee, I heard this cha-ching. I jumped out of bed. I looked for my gun because, military,
I'm getting ready to shoot it up.
I'll put the cap in you in a minute. So I'm thinking, okay, my alarm is going off. I need to do something right here,
I looked for my gun. I was like,
I can pull out some stuff now,
Check on our bag, y'all.
We won't be showing Well, we didn't show no firearms on the Hangout.
So you know.
Take her word for it. She is licensed.
So, I mean, so I was like, okay, what is that? And I look over, and it's my phone. My phone's lit up, and it was eBay. And I was making money on eBay. I was like, oh, my God, this is crazy. I just did this last night. You know, so then I started texting Reggie. I'm like, oh, my God, you know. And Sandra woke up, and she was like, well, who's going on? So I'm disturbing folks, you know. I'm excited. It was crazy, you know. So it's just been a lot of fun from that point on. The convention was amazing. Don't even get me started talking about the convention. The friends that I've met, I've never been on Facebook. Oh my God. And to be on Facebook and to see the love that's on Facebook, you know, because there's a lot of love on Facebook. There's, you know, I've always heard these negative stories about Facebook, and that's why I never got on. But you know, just being a part of the UOP and the love that you get there is amazing. The money is amazing. I was able to quit my second job, you know, so I'm going from being a Jamaican, right, you know, to being somebody who is, you know, just really happy and stable. I'm a nurse during the day, and that's rewarding, but at night and on the weekends, I am a DSD member, and that is so much fun. That's enjoyable. So it's different when you can say something is enjoyable to do. You know what I mean? Right. And that's what you get with DSD and UOP. I mean, it is. I mean, it's just so much fun. It's addicting, and just to be a part of the Facebook group alone, I mean, that's enough. That's $19.95 enough right there. And then you get all these other benefits. You get the training site. Oh my gosh, you meet all these new people. Oh, Roger is now starting the Member of the Week or Member of the Month, and I think Jesse Singh just won that. So, you know, if people think that they're missing corporate America, you have nothing to miss with DS Domination. Nothing. Peace of mind is what you get. You know what I mean?
Right. I think a few of us, I mean, I left my job too. I think a few of us are able to do that in a short amount of time. And I'm not saying that would happen for you. Your results may vary, but I was able to quit my job after 90 days with the domination. And, you know, it's been great.
Awesome, really? Awesome. Tam, thank you so much for your service. Thank you all for your service. And, yeah, you know, when that phone, guys, when this phone goes cha-ching, don't worry. You got to reach for your 9mm. Don't be shipping nobody up when the phone goes cha-ching. Because this phone goes cha-ching at all hours of the night. Believe it. So we wanna move on down. Yo, I'm loving the ladies' stories. So we're gonna continue this shit moving, okay? Because she's talking about meals ready to eat. You know, I'm like, where's my MRE? I'm hungry right now. Rip open one of those things.
I'm still laughing. I'm on mute because I gotta laugh some more at Tam. Tam, you. She went in that bag, y'all. Her phone went off.
She was about to pull it out. I was like, no, we're not showing no firearms on the Hangout.
Don't do it.
You know, Bruce was getting ready to go run and get his gun. Oh, we showing guns tonight? No, we're not showing guns tonight.
You sure you ain't a Marine? You sure Tim ain't a Marine up here about to start busting cats?
I know, right?
Just pop a few off, man. It'll be great.
I think this is a Jamaican party. Bup. No. We ain't doing that. Anyway, let's move on down. Ivy, come on out, girl. Let us know what's been happening with you. Let them know a little bit about your time in the service and what we have for veterans here. I mean, besides having fun, guys, listen, veterans, guys, at any time, if you feel inspired by any of the stories here, and you don't got to be a veteran to join us tonight. We're just really celebrating, really honoring all of our veterans. Today on tonight's Hangout on a serious note. But remember, we're entrepreneurs. We're all here entrepreneurs. You hear some great entrepreneur stories. But at any time you feel the need that you want to join us, you want to get started right now, forget the more information button, okay? It's like Ragu. It's in there. Don't worry about that more information button. Just click the join our team. UOP, okay? UOP certified. This is it. We're the #1 team in the company, #1 cohesiveness in the company, #1 camaraderie in the company. Ain't nothing going on without UOP letting it happen. So you're on the right team. You're in the right place. You know, we're like all the branches wrapped up into one. You see what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about. All the branches wrapped up into one. You know, actually, you know me. I'm representing Team Excitement. Hoorah! But anyway, Ivy, come on out. Let them know why they need to click that button. You know, before they go and enlist right now. And feel free if you're inspired and you want to go in and enlist and serve your country, feel free to go. Remember, you don't have to. You know, you can still come out before you say the second oath. But anyway. Nobody told me that last.
Carrie.
I can't even. Oh man, I can't even go there with you on that one. Carry you on your own with that.
Y'all cutting up. Sam, Carrie, all y'all.
No more oats over here. I don't know nothing about that. Man, I'm so happy to be with you guys. Hey, what's up, fam? Ivy and Harris here. And you know what I love about this team, about UOP, DSD, but especially about UOP. And you know, if they have not already said it, if you have already realized it, if you do not see UOP plastered all over everything, and you're on somebody's Hangout and it's not this one, and you don't see these people here, then you're in the wrong space. Let me just put it that way. If somebody referred you somewhere and they're talking about get on a Hangout and you didn't see UOP, it's the wrong team. Disconnect. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Do not sign up. That's not where you want to be. That's my disclaimer. Let me just throw that out there. Because, and I say that because this is the first place I've ever been where you will get the type of support, the type of training, the type of leadership, the type of family, friendship, and camaraderie that you can find, that you will find even in the military, that you find when you're serving in the trenches among people and you're fighting your life. You know, there's something about when you're in the midst of something and you're not getting it, or you're in the midst of something and you're trying to figure out how are we to stay alive, that you build a bond. And for some reason, we figured out how to build that bond here in this space, in the business world, via the internet. You know, I don't know how to explain it. And I have been a serial entrepreneur, even in the military. I was the girl who was booking people's appointments for the lady who was doing people's hair in the barracks, believe it or not. So, no, I was not doing the hair, but I was the appointment booker. So you had to go through me in order to get the hair done by her. And, yes, I got a commission for referring you to her. So I have always been a hustler. It's been in my blood. And so even here, you get the point where you are connecting people to resources. And because those resources are readily available, you are connected to the leadership. You get to touch them, see them, feel them, and learn from their expertise on a regular basis. You know, not only do you get the regular package that you get in the $20, you know, introductory pro package that you get, but you're going to get, you know, bonus Facebook group that is worth, in all honesty, $995. I'm just going to put that out there. That's a bonus. Guys, that is a bonus in addition to a basic pro level membership for $20. So like Carrie said, forget the more information tab. Like, let's just get rid of that. Don't even go to that. Click the join now. That's where you need to be right now. Click that because you're going to get that immediately. That's included in your basic package. Not only that, you get additional tools and steps and additional information that's going to walk you step by step through the system so that you are not lost in this thing. This is not a, hey, glad to know you, it's over with you later, on to the next person. This is going to actually help you build your business so that you're not lost in the forest. I have not found this anywhere else in this space. I have not seen this done anywhere else in this space. If you are really looking to build a future, you're really looking to become wealthy, you're really looking to have financial freedom, maybe you're looking to get out of debt. I don't know. Maybe it's Christmas time for you and you're looking at all your bills surmounting, or maybe you're looking at you have kids and you have no idea how you're going to feed them come next week. Maybe you have too much month at the end of each month and not enough paycheck. I don't know what the issue is. Possibly you're living off of a disability check from the VA and it's not enough. I don't know what your situation is. Whatever it is, I do know that one $20 decision can change whatever your situation is for the better. You will not be sorry, my friend. There is nothing you can do that will make that $20 decision not worth it unless you decide to click exit out of this particular presentation and not do anything with it. And that's it.
Wow, that was great. But I need you to make sure that people heard that part in there about the disabled veterans, the limited surplus that they have. Guys, we always have to remember, inflation, the cost of everything is going up, and when you're on these certain disabilities, they don't really increase it that much to rise with the cost, of inflation. So, that
from a real standpoint of being a disabled veteran, Carrie.
Oh, go ahead.
Can we talk real numbers here?
real numbers.
All right, let's go with real numbers, okay? Because I am a disabled veteran, and for some reason there is this misconception that that's a lot to live on. I don't know where they got that from. Congress and the general public seems to think that because you're a disabled veteran, oh, you've hit the money, you've hit the jackpot. Now we have hit the lottery and we're on easy street and whatever the case may be. I am 40% service-connected disabled. And because of that, and because I have young children under the age of 18, I have 3 of them, guess what my monthly income is by being 40% service-connected disabled? You ready? $732 a month with 3 kids.
Wow.
$732 a month. Now you tell me, where can I live in this country with 3 kids and pay rent and eat and utilities, car note if we have a car, maybe we walking, I don't know, because we're going to have to be walking because nobody has a car, and paying gas and paying utilities on $732 a month off of that with children who are school age and constantly growing and eating. There is nowhere in this country that you can do that. But I'm supposed to say, oh, great, I gave you my life, you disabled me, and I'm supposed to say, thank you. That is not enough, and it's not good enough for you.
Okay, see, guys, that's the real we're talking about. That's the other side. This is why entrepreneurship, okay, you're watching this on the World Wide Web. The WWW, okay? Guys, this thing works for everybody, okay? We have a female, she has no arms, 1 leg. She's making it happen with a mouth stick, okay? So there's no excuses here, guys. Anybody that is serious about entrepreneurship, being financially free, not just relying on the government. The government's package to take care of you, which is great in some instances if you're like a teenager with no kids and stuff like that. That's great, but we all know you need more money. We all need more money. And DS Domination, in partnership with the Unit of Prosperity, is the best way to get there. And you've heard some tremendous stories. People living their dreams and everything like that. Guys, you're in the right place at the right time. So thank you so much, Ivy. Thank you for your service. And we're going to go on down and bring in the closer, okay? Mr. Dante himself, okay? He got that sweatshirt on because he ain't been working out lately, guys. I
just came from getting a massage, man.
He got that after military 1-pack.
skating in the gym.
Yo, Dante, come on out, man. Let them know. Let the veterans know. Let the non-veterans know. How could they be killing it right now? Let them know how you even ended up here real quick. And this, man, I just been seeing your screenshots, man. And income disclaimer, I'm gonna say right now because he probably ain't gonna say right. Income disclaimer: the money that is about to be spoken upon the screen, we cannot guarantee you're gonna make any of that. We cannot guarantee in 3 days you're gonna have $15,000 in sales on Amazon. We cannot guarantee none of that. Okay? But we can guarantee if you join us, okay, we can show you how to get there if you follow the simple system. Just like I followed the yellow footprints, follow the simple copy and paste system. So come on out, Dante. Let them know what's going on.
Yeah, I joined the military right after high school. I actually had an option to join the military or go play baseball. Well, actually a trial, go to the Braves training camp. And I made a deal with my auntie that it's either if I don't make it, I'll go to the military, and whichever one comes first, that's the one I would do. Well, she's a recruiter, so guess what she did? She pushed a date forward, and I was off to the military, to the Navy. Yeah, so yeah, she did that to me, and so what I did is I was an aviation ordnance technician, and for those of you who don't know what that is I build bombs. It was population control, landscaping. That's what I did. Aviation ordnance, baby. Our motto is, if you see us running, try to catch up. So, I stayed in for 4 years. I did a world tour. So I started off in California, went to Bremerton, Washington, and literally went around the world. Okay, and made a total 360 around the world. That was pretty awesome. After that, I got out of the military. I just didn't want to do it anymore. You work in 78-hour days. I don't know if it's 7 to 8 hours in a day, but that's what my day consisted of. And working pretty hard. And if you're under that much stress building bombs, something's bound to happen. So I got out, right? After that, I had a pretty hefty check from going around the world and things like that. So I didn't work for a year when I got out the military. Okay, it was pretty awesome. I enjoyed. I took a year-long vacation from the military. So after that year, guess what? Funds got low, so I had to go look for a job, which I didn't want to do. I dread looking for jobs because I was used to military money. But I went to the collection agency. I worked there for 3 months. I left the collection agency because no matter how hard you work, how less you work, you got paid the same. If you came in late, you got paid less money. Okay, I couldn't move up in the company because people was there before me, so I was stuck. Okay, and me being from the military, I like to get promoted, and I'm still young, so I'm already getting promoted from E2, E3, E4, E5. I want to keep that hunger going, so I left looking for that, just getting promoted somewhere. Whatever it was doing, I wanted to get promoted. So I went out and looked for a job doing door-to-door sales. Well, that's what job found me. And it was an actual job because you got paid commission. So how it was based on how hard you work. It's the check that you get. Okay, and I like that because I can work pretty hard, me being in the military, building bombs, and staying consistent with what I've been doing. If I stay consistent, knocking on doors and training people, I can run my own office. So I like that that train of thought. So I stayed with it for 7 years. Okay, and I did pretty good with it. I got a lot of contracts, ran various offices, like 5 or 6 offices, just for me, where I didn't have to knock doors and anything. I just had recruits and things like that that came in. Well, that whatever goes up must come down sometime. So what happened was I started to build companies and build offices, and they no longer needed my services, and they let me go. Okay, they said, high five, we'll see you later, and they did it without even noticing me. They even gave me a 2-week notice. They gave me a 2-day notice. After they took care of everything, I didn't have to pay like rent. I didn't have to pay anything, and I was pretty much in a vulnerable state where I couldn't maneuver quick enough. So that's why I came down to New Orleans. I came out to New Orleans, and I joined DS Domination last year around this time, probably like a couple of weeks back, like in September sometime. I joined around that time. I didn't take it serious enough, and not knowing right now what I knew would happen, which is December, they would let me go, and I would be in New Orleans in January, and be homeless at that, and just in a messed up situation. But one thing that I learned from the military and for my job is to stay consistent. Always have that 1,000-yard stare of the vision that you want to go ahead and accomplish. Okay, so I kept that military bearing and kept it consistent. Okay, and once I kept it consistent with DS Domination, which was my vehicle to get me out of the problem that I was in, I was able to generate income slowly. After I did that, I was able to build it up after the event. After the event, it was pretty much 4 times as much as I made in the first 5 months of DS Domination. And now I pretty much, like, now my check will be over $18,000. I got 2 more days, so I don't know what it'll be in just 2 weeks. Okay, so my actual income is like $20,000 to $25,000 a month, and I really don't know how much I get paid because I'm always making more money the next month, so I can't say what I make. Okay, but it just gives me the freedom to do what I want to do now. I'm able to go on a trip. Go, like today I got a massage. I was able to do that just by the day, no appointments or nothing. I had to pay extra. It didn't matter because that's what I wanted. I was able to do what I wanted, able to, and not worry about what I need. Okay, and that's what DS Domination does for you. It allows you to do what you want to do and take care of the things you need. Okay, so in less than a year, it took me from flat broke, homeless, didn't have anywhere to stay, had less than $200 in my pocket, to making for every now, like, I just don't even know. It's like crazy, insane money that I never thought I would make in any company. I joined various companies and never made over $3,000, never made over $2,000 a month off of the companies I was in. I was in 5 or 6 companies at the same time, and none of them brought me the income at all over $2,000, which was ridiculous. This right here is the real deal, and I take DS Domination very seriously, very, very seriously. So if you're looking to change your life, if you're looking to make the right decision, don't wait till you're down and out like I did to take it serious, because it's not always guaranteed that you can do what I've done. Okay, you need to go ahead and join now. You need to go ahead and join now and be consistent with the DS Domination training, so you won't have to worry about a hard time. You won't have to worry about being broke. You don't have to worry about not paying that bill. You won't have to worry about not putting food in your mouth or your child's mouth. You'll have that. You won't have to worry about that. You'll worry about the things that you want. Okay, and that's pretty much all I gotta say right now for you guys. Join DS Domination right now. Don't look at another link to try to figure out what it is. It's selling on eBay and selling on Amazon. You buy a mouse and you ship it to somebody and you make money. That's just pretty much how you do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around. It's just that simple. So go ahead and click the link below and let's get started today.
Awesome, awesome, man, Dante. Thank you so much, man, for that, guys. Man, we're helping a lot of people. We're helping a lot of people. We're changing a lot of lives, and it's up to you right now. Okay, it's up to you to say, you know what, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Okay, and make that decision. You know, even the people that are on like, you know, Social Security, whatever like that. Sometimes they say, well, if I make too much money, the government's going to stop paying me my little check. Well, so what? If you're making $30,000 a month,
Right.
they can keep that little $700. Okay? I'm just saying. So, guys, we're changing lives here. You know, do whatever you got to do. You know, get involved, get started. Click the link below. Join now. Make sure the person that's referring you is part of the Unit of Prosperity, because we are the #1 cohesive team, the #1 team in the company. We do it like nobody else. If you notice all the shirts that everybody had on, we were representing UOP just like we did when we was in the service. We wore our colors proudly, you know, and all the services were great. I want to thank every panelist for coming on tonight. You know, thank you for all your service. Thank you for your continued service, for the ones that are still in active duty right now. And that's about it, guys. Click the link below. Unit of Prosperity. My name is Kerry, Mr. Excitement. USMC is leaving the barracks. Okay? So take care, guys. We're officially, the hangout is officially over.
Good night.
Thank you for watching. For more information, go to the About tab and visit my website. You'll see it right there in the description. It's partnerwithyvonne.com. Again, www.partnerwithyvonne.com.